was alone in a house and suddenly it happened to him. Something creepy about the scary recordings you'll be watching now. Filmed by a young man, we are moving to a new house. In Poland at first the young man was happy. In Morsi, in his new home, but only passed a few weeks until the young man began to notice this happening. Strange things at home late. From tonight, but recently ascetic started events. It gets more intense and dangerous and a young man decides to start film what's happening. And on this night, the young man was driven by a voice. Strong, and that's what happened. He opened the door but found no one. Suddenly he closed the door behind him forcefully and opened it. The chair immediately moved and moved on its own. Not only that, after 2 days. Only late at night did it happen. Something pretty terrifying. Remez. Glass in the hallway, and then the light came on. She sent a young man to investigate, and he found a faucet. Water was running in the bathroom, but growth was on. More is that a hidden force is beginning to be extinguished. Then the Hamamia door started moving on its own. After everything that happened, they didn't come back. The young man is able to bear this mother. A frightening event occurred and one night it closed. Babylon room, he started watching a movie on. He took her computer and decided not to care about what was happening and to get rid of it. From her fear. He began to accept the role of Bobby moving, so the young man began. Yasser Lubuina stopped, but that entity is increasing. Violently, it seemed to hit the door with penetrating force. The young man's reason went to check the matter, but what happened was doubtful. Let's watch my recording. These events began to become more severe and dangerous. A young man gave up this house and moved to live somewhere else for fear of that any harm befalls him. I think this is because it was full of dangers. Types of paradise, what do you think? They reviewed the video of him on a surveillance camera, but what they saw was a suspicious video being filmed in late night by security camera inside an electronics store in Brazil, he says. Workers in Hungary that recently, when they investigate a massacre in the morning, they find him in bleeding chaos, so they installed a camera. Watch to find out why, on this day and while they were reviewing what the camera had captured when they were shot. They saw this thing, so we watched the recording. Jameson Gary suddenly noticed the phenomenon and began to move. Inside, what happened is clearly floating. Above ground, the workers said that this thing, it has no legs and is transparent, and they believe that what happened became haunted by a committee. So what do you think appeared was very real, as they say, or is it something else? They went to Hattie Casa to play games, but that didn't happen. This suspicious July Labid was scary and mysterious. A picture of a group of young people who decided to enter late tonight for Disney theme parks. Abandoned in Mexico. This, it was swept away in the year 1987. Yes, but after a short time, then it closes. Because of the repeated accidents that Solo was in. Mysteriously, it is said that this is a park road. It is haunted because it was built over an old cemetery. Mary Senine was noticed by many residents of the area. Strange and scary things happen inside the support, however. The most famous of them is the statue of Snow White, who is called. It is haunted and moving, and many people have photographed it. The people. Late night politicians group. A group of young men entered a park, but what happened? After that, it was suspicious to watch a recording. While they were walking inside a park, suddenly he appeared. In front of them, someone was moving, and at first they thought it was her. Once he was a park ranger, but soon they discovered that she was a woman wearing a long robe. Take the initiative and prove it. They pursued it quickly, but they didn't find any. One day, they found a frightening statue of Snow White. Wire for a woman who appeared to them similar to what he would represent. Until you send, we will prevent it, but not. What remains more is that they found the statue in. Other than the durability of what was in it at first, it is said that this statue, Belleville Muscolo, is moving and claiming that this park is haunted. What do you think about the committee? He was riding his motorcycle at night and suddenly, something fishy happened to him. If